Hey, 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 this is your recap auntie. Hey, y'all. Hey, this is Shar. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. Hello. How y'all doing? Y'all, what? Honey, child, we almost at the weekend. Don't worry about them people. The weekend is halfway through. Who, me? I am fine. I am off work. I'm preparing myself to go see my favorite group tonight. Yesterday is Thursday, so I'm talking about episode number 38, season 2, Beyond the Gates, baby, for a full audio recap. That's why I'm here. But before I leave town and skedaddle, we're gonna go ahead and watch Wednesday's episode and see what happened. I don't know what happened. I don't be looking at nobody's stuff because I want to be able to get my real time reaction to what's going on and give my little input. So yeah, yesterday when I was looking at you guys, because I do try to respond as much as possible, I noticed that James's was the first one. So and I saw that YouTube says now that you can do audio. I was like, what? But I do all of my recaps through my iPhone. So I don't know if it's an iPhone feature that they just started or I have a Galaxy, I have an Android. So I'm going to test it over there just to see or if it's only for the creator of the channel creator to have that luxury of damn talking and responding to everybody. So I don't know, we'll find that out. They always trying to change things, like back in the day when I like long time ago on YouTube, one of my older channels, I remember that people used to be able to leave people video responses, or they used to tag a person in a video and you would put, instead of you doing a word comment, it would be a video. That used to be back in the day. Maybe that's something they might bring back. But back then it was cool. People was just creating, doing hair reviews, just creating their own community. Now you got this whole sector, people beefing and stuff. I don't know how positive that might be, because then you starting to going to get into arguments and stuff. Bad enough you do these video responses, but now you're gonna be in the comments going back and forth with people. It ain't over here. We cool, we family over here. But other places that I be peeking around in the bushes, it could be really, really horrible. So I'm not too sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing for YouTube to allow people to leave audio responses. Maybe, like I said, just the channel creator. But I don't know if the comments, if y'all can do it with each other's, comments. I don't know, because it could be a little dicey, because everybody got their own opinion, about whatever, and it could be dicey. So I'll do a little bit more digging on that and see what that's about. Anyway, y'all know we on the road to 1,500. Keep sharing, keep liking, keep subscribing if you're a new listener, and keep hyping me up so we can get this channel on the front page so people can know that we're here. All right. All right. Let's get this party started in 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. So we pick up where we left off between Kat and Tomas. He says, you don't have to ask. You can come as much as you want, and you can stay as long as you want. Remember, she says, "What about forever?" So we're not gonna go through all of that. Let's see what his response is to when she says forever. He says, "You want to stay with me forever." She says, "You say that like it's a bad thing, boo." He was like, "It's not. I'm just confused. You're giving me the whiplash." Yeah, y'all know why Cat is bored as fuck. She's boring at times, but she's bored with her life. Everybody got something popping. Danny is back on the runway. Chelsea's in love. Bill is, being Bill. Everybody, grandmother is going through. She want to have something popping. That's what that's about. So people can show her some attention. Her brother's got this campaign. Everybody got something popping off with Cat. That's why she's doing it. She don't want to live with Thomas. She's probably be worse than damn Ashley was living with when damn Derek came living with her. She gonna be worse. I can feel it in my bones that her ass is gonna be way worse. She was like, "How? Why do you feel like that?" He was like, "Kat, now I asked your ass to move in with me months ago." Well, it wasn't months, honey. Well, yeah, I mean it was in December, it was around Christmas time when he asked, so I guess that's month. And you shut me down. What changed? Ah, she says what's changed is that I'm about to be homeless because Chelsea is moving out, see, with her wifey to be. So he's looking like, okay, bitch, am I being used or what? Well, we ain't seen them all week. We're at Orphe Jeans and we see Eva and Leslie. So Eva is looking on her pad and she's like, okay, check, that one's done. While Leslie's looking on her phone, giggling at something. Mama, you finished your letter of intent, right? Oh, chill. Those love and hip hop broads don't quit. And I thought that me versus the Duprees was the beef of the century. Hello, mama. If I'm gonna be over here helping you, you need to take this shit seriously. Oh, mama bitch. Okay. She wasn't even paying no attention to Eva. That's why she's gonna go broke. Because she's delusional, she's clueless. She don't I bet you she ain't keeping track of her spending at all. What y'all want to bet? I promise you she's not. She's just basking in the idea of the richness, but she's not wealthy because she don't know how to pass that shit down. I bet you Eva, at the end of this, Eva is going to be stashing her money to the side because she's working. Although she's rich, she got her father's money. She's making money with her father's thing. Yeah. Okay, okay, wait a minute. You got my undivided attention, okay? Now, what were we talking about? Boys? Your clinic, mama. You need to make sure that all the paperwork is finalized for the DC Health Certificate of Need. Yeah, you better, bitch, or they'll shut your shit down. The what now? See, she don't give a fuck about paperwork. She don't care. I bet you she don't have an accountant, y'all. The what now? She don't care. The certificate that the state makes you get before you can open up a new hospital or clinic, mama. Girl, did you just think that you could just unlock some fucking door and start handing out health care? Is that what the fuck you thought? No, but my supposed partner, Mr. Joey Armstrong, wants nothing to do with the day-to-day stuff. So it falls all on moi. And fuck that, I don't even know what I'm doing. You damn right, you sure don't know what the fuck you doing. Eva was like, was that's fucking clear. Well, and I do know someone who does though. And they are very generous and smart and they are actually really experienced in managing a medical facility. Why are you just not telling me this, mama? Ooh. I mean, they sound perfect. Well, what's their name and number? We could get them down here. I mean, why you didn't mention them before? Because they turned me down more than once. Yeah, it's because they already have a job and they don't want to, go switching careers and stuff. I told y'all Eva is gonna leave her pappy to go over there and help her mammy with that fucking free clinic. Now, again, I'm not saying anything is wrong with the clinic, but Eva is walking away from some good money. Well, you are so really good at convincing people. I mean, talk them into it. Hmm. Well, since you're so smart, maybe you can give me some ideas. Maybe suggest something that's like a guaranteed way for them to change their mind. I mean, I don't know. Maybe offer them a promotion. Maybe they're the ones who are just so sick of being a follower instead of a leader. And if they're an assistant, that general manager title can be sounding very tempting. And what about pay? Well, that one's tough because, we have a cap on what we can offer at the clinic. So, but maybe you could sweeten the pot. A bribe. Think of it like a healthy incentive. Offer them a hefty bonus at the end of their first year, just to make sure they can stick around for a long time. Maybe you could pick up that tab too if you're willing. For the right person, done. Okay, what else? I'm like, this girl is telling you a lot of shit. Why are you not writing this stuff down, Leslie? For me, the biggest selling point would be for working at the clinic is all the good you can do. If somebody is putting a boring 40 hours a week in the corporate boring ass fucking sector, I'd sell them on how they can make a real difference by selling affordable healthcare to this community. Well, you really think that would work? I mean, it's worth a try. And then here it goes. Child of my heart, light of my life. I'm talking about a big fat manager promotion, baby. General manager, in fact. What? Because Eva crossed her arms, honey, flipped that. She do her hair flip thing. And got her little necklace on from Isaiah, her tiger's eye necklace. We on for like almost 5 minutes and we ain't showed the bop yet. Where's the bop? Mama, stop, stop. Bring that compassion, child. that golden heart of yours and come work for me. Please, baby, baby, please. I'm down on my knees. Please, please. And then Eva rolls my eyes up. I'm always catching her with her eyes up. And then finally we got the fucking pop, 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 pop. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yay. Hey, hey, hey. All right, we see Jacob in the alleyway. And he got Elon on the phone. Elon was like, "What's the word, boy? I just got back from a drop off, Pop. They got me working the mobile truck." Elon was like, "Wait a minute now. You sound too anxious. Is this getting too much for your ass?" "No, no, 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 I'm good." "Hey, now, it's not time for your fucking ego, boy. This is about more than just watching your six. Staying two steps ahead of them ass. I don't know, Jacob. Maybe you should just lives are on the line, Pop." He just interrupted his daddy. "Don't you know you ain't supposed to interrupt your poppy while he talking now? Let the man speak. Look, that's what's important, right, Pop?" Elon was like, "Look, boy, I ain't gonna lie. The department isn't hungry to crack this case. But your ass making it through it real safe now, that's what fucking matters to me." "I got you, Pops." So he just happens to turn around. I don't know what made him turn around. He was locked in on the phone call. He just happens to turn around and guess who's coming? Naomi. So as he's watching her coming toward him, he says, "Yeah, there's a lot of people counting on that, all right? That you bring your ass home safe, okay?" All right, we haven't seen these two in a long time. We're at the hospital and we see Shanice and Ash. And so Shanice gives her a little green box. And so she says, "This is for you." She gives this to Ashley, lays it in her hand. So what is Ashley talking about? So she says, "Look, I already told Grayson, shiny boxes are not my love language." She says, Shanice was like, "Girl, that ain't from no damn Grayson." So Ashley was like, "From Derek's ass?" And Shanice was like, "Girl, who are you? 50 Cent and 21 questions." Girl, just open up the box so we can see what you got. That was a bad edit. I'm sorry. That was a bad edit. Shanice said the same thing that I said. Girl, just open the box. So from the long angle, we had seen her open it already, but then they showed an over the shoulder angle, which means it's peering down as her opening the box. It's like a charm that says number one. Yeah, I didn't like that edit. That y'all need to do better to be on the gates. Who directed this particular episode? Let me rewind it and make sure. If y'all saw it, let me know because she had already opened the box, and then they showed it again, of her opening it with the over the shoulder camera angle. Child, yeah, I watched that thing 3 times. Yeah, she had already opened the box when we saw the long shot between her and Shanice, but then they did it right after she opened it. Y'all couldn't have timed that right. Anyway, Ashley, so oh my god, I mean, it's janky. Shanice says Leah's favorite gift category. Congratulations, Nurse Morgan. You have survived your very first year at Garland Memorial Hospital. That's right. It was a year ago when she started. Yeah, I forgot about that. When she saw Andre looking at him with those doughy eyes. "Hi, Andre. Well, Andre Richardson brings you in town." That little corny shit. "How do you feel?" Shanice asks her. She's like, girl, she's been through it one hell of a year, right? Back at Orphegene's. We got the begging mammy. "What do you sing? Come on, pumpkin, come on. Pretty please, pretty." "How would I work for you when I already have a job, mama?" "Tightening fajas for BBL patients does not I'm sorry, wrong voice. Tightening fajas for BBL patients does not compare to working with your amazing mommy every day." I was still locked into that Eva zone, and I was like, "Fajas for BBL patients. Don't be sleeping on no faja." Although I never had a BBL, but that's a whole nother story. They be saying them BBLs be stinking. "I'm sorry for working for your amazing mommy every day." Okay, first of all, Dad's practice does way more than aesthetic procedures. They handle reconstructive surgeries for burn victims, traumatic injuries, you name it. Dang, Saint Ted does some good work. But so do I, baby. Mama, I'm already helping your ass for free. And now you're gonna get paid. Oh, show me the money. Oh, she get on my nerves with that shit. I'm gonna say the time that looked in the mirror and slammed, that was the most brilliant moment she had. She didn't say a word, but we know how she felt. She's always smiling through things as if it doesn't bother her, but she's bothered. The bitch is bothered. And I hate when she does all girl. I want you to hear me, mama, okay? And I want you to hear me clearly. I absolutely will not, under any circumstances, quit my job to become your general manager. Yes, you will, bitch. Give her 90 days, y'all. I will say by Easter, she'll be gone. She will. She will. But I would gladly act as a resource for whomever you hire by doing what I've already been doing for free. What do I have to do? Do I have to beg? Okay, fine. I'll beg. Baby, please, please help me, help them. We made it almost a full week without this bitch, did we, y'all? Somebody did. I saw somebody's comment who says, "Yay, no Leslie in this episode." I guess you ain't gonna say it today, huh? Help me, help them. And that damn Eva looking like, no, frowny face. Like, mom. Yeah, she gonna help her. So we back with Thomas and Kat. He says, "You unhoused? How?" The heiress turned purse mogul with highly accomplished doctors as parents. Right. That girl ain't never. She probably still got her little apartment that we never saw. She probably still got that, paying for that somewhere. She's talking about she gonna be unhoused. See, she trying to play on his guilt. So she said, "I look, it was just a joke. That's all, you know." And so he was like, "What the fuck is going on? I thought you loved living with your best cause. I thought you loved living with your bestie." I mean, yeah, but things are changing. Like Chelsea's finna be a married woman. He was like, "Whoa, bringing another doctor into the fold. But I'm sure Chelsea and Madison are more than capable of finding a place on their own. Why would you have to move?" Chelsea was like, I mean, Kat was like, this is just me being considerate and getting ahead. Cause it is Danny's house, which means that Chelsea has more right to be there than Kat. So she said, them they asses ain't married yet, but they will be soon, which means that Madison will be spending a lot more time at our place. So she said, and I don't want to be the permanent third wheel. Sure, I can move back home with my mom, but my mom is in her date all you want, do as you please season, honey. She sure is. I don't know now because we ain't see her be no hoe, that Santa hoe, we ain't see her do that in like what, a week or two. She might be slowing down on that a little bit. She was like, "It'd be just my luck wandering into the kitchen one morning, honey, and see a naked ass man in there with balls and all swinging around, cooking her some fucking eggs sunny side up with some cheese and that sausage." Y'all know I'm adding all that shit. So shit, Tomas was right with me. He said, "Yeah, he would be wearing nothing but a smile." Yeah, shit. Chelsea, I mean, gotta keep counting this girl Chelsea. Cat. God dog it. Cat was like, "Yeah, and I would have to like pry my damn eyes out with a damn fork." So do you now see the urgency? She always be so anxious, just like her mama. He was like, "Yeah, I do. I see your option. I mean, I see it." She was like, "So, are you down with us are you down with us shacking up?" He was like, because I'm your only option. I need to eat me some food, y'all. I'm gonna eat me some food in the middle of this damn recap. So he told her no. He says, "The way that you just laid this shit out, I'm literally your last choice, Cat." He says, "And that shit is not good enough." So we're back at the precinct. Elon is asking Naomi, "What brings you by, girl?" So she said she had a little meeting about a detective marshal about a client's arrest. So we're gonna just see what they're talking about. It might be a lot of small talk. She's probably there to check on see what Jacob is doing. Has he heard from him? So he was looking worried. So she was like, "You good?" She said, "You had a tough day catching bad guys." He said, "Well, you know what? Another thing that's bad to admit that sometimes the bad guys do win." Damn. He tells her that he needs to talk to her about Jacob. And she looking like, "What?" So I'm gonna eat real quick, y'all. Y'all will never know, but because I'm telling y'all, and I'll be right back to finish this damn show. So we back at the precinct. So Naomi was like, "What the fuck is wrong with Jacob? What happened to him?" He talking about, "Nah, he's safe. I didn't mean to scare you." Well, I mean, come on now, Elon. So he sits down. He says, "I need your ass to help me talk some sense into his head. I mean, I guess I'm assuming that you partially know what he's doing right now. So she said, well, he told me a little bit, but not a lot. And so Elon was like, well, I guess that is for the best, honey. And I don't even think he understands the severity of the situation that he's in. So she could see fear on Elon. She's like, wait a minute, you scared. She said, now Jacob did tell me that about your hesitation about giving him the shot in his investigation, but he just assumed that you were just underestimating him. She's like, well, what don't he know? Shit. He talking about, I can't give you the specifics. But Naomi, I'm coming to you as your pappy in law, and I'm asking you to plant a seed, which is AKA a baby. I'm just kidding. I guess he wants Jacob to really think. Jacob is too far gone, baby. That ain't happening. Unless she gets pregnant, that's how and this should be coming. It's gonna be a while before this whole blood thing is gonna come under wraps. It's gonna be a while. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. But yeah, she needs to be show Jacob that she's pregnant. I think that's the only reason why he'll step back. He said, now that boy ain't been no detective that long, and this case that he's on right now has its challenges. She said, wait a minute, you don't think he's fucking ready for it? He was like, I think that he would be better prepared in a year or two. Then why the fuck did you tell him he could do it? She said, one thing that me and Jacob bonded over the longest was the love that we have for our fathers. Did you know that, honey? He was like, no, but I don't see what that means. One thing I told him about my dad was that I was reading law books. That's how much I loved him before I even knew what the words were. And then he when he was a little boy, he would walk around with his little notebook, honey, scribbling observations about his little bro, about you and Darlene. And he was like, that's right, he sure did. And everybody he met along the way. They share little stories about how he took that damn notebook to church, drove Darlene batty, honey. She was pissed at church. And then he would have his partner when he was little baby, all in the backyard. And guess who his partner was? I love you. You love me. Barney, baby. Does anybody out there remember Barney? I remember because my daughter, she'll be 30. So Barney's about, 20 something years. And I used to love the song If All the Raindrops Were Lemon Drops and Gumdrops. Oh, what a world that would be. Hey, standing aside with my mouth open wide. Hey, if all the raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops. Oh, what a world that would be. No, you like Shaw, you so stupid. I love songs, y'all. Especially if it's something that connects to me. I remember that, honey. I remember that song, and they would be if I'm sure you sang it with me. If you, yeah, I used to love me some that part, and of course, when he was singing the song at the end. But that was one of my favorite songs from Barney. So Barney wasn't really a stuffed animal. They had a schnauzer named Barney, so that was his partner, Jacob's partner, when he was a little boy. She said that same little boy who looked up at you, as an example, honey, he's a grown ass man now, forging his own path. He was like, yes, yes, but look, with a little bit more time. So she interrupted him again. She said, the time is now, Elon, okay? Jacob is determined to prove himself with this case, and he has put in years and study of hard work for it, okay? There is nothing that I can or would say to make that man quit, all right? Now, you are the chief of fucking police and his pappy. Why don't you fucking give it to him straight? He's like, I tried, girl. His ass won't listen to me. And I'm hoping that his wife has a stronger influence on him than I do. Now, y'all know I don't care too much for Naomi's ass. But when I tell you this bitch is speaking a word, she is supporting her main. I did already eat, y'all. I did. I ate. It's catching up with. But yeah, I ate some breakfast. But yeah, she's speaking a word. She said ain't nothing that I can or would say to make him quit. So no, I ain't doing it. All right, now we got another new face. Jacob is in the damn alley vaping and shit. What's up? The guy was like, you got a light? Nah, nigga ain't got no light. All these new faces, I'm seeing you, Piano Gates. I see you. He's like, well, what you got on you? The guy said. Jacob was like, get the fuck out of here. This ain't what you want. So he was like, the guy was like, "What this supposed to scare me or something?" Oh yeah. He looks at Jacob's wrist. Let me see that watch. Jacob was like, "Motherfucking no, gonna watch this ass whop it by your fucking head. That's what I'm finna do." Jacob gonna have to kick. Jacob gonna kill somebody, y'all. He gonna kill somebody. He gonna be in the point of no return, baby. We back at damn Orphe Jeans, honey, with Eva and her mammy. Look, mama, our same deal holds, okay? Now I will help at the clinic when I can, but I am not quitting my job. Now we need to make sure that you complete all the state requirements so we can actually open. Leslie's looking at her like, "Bitch, you gonna do it?" Like, you know how she do that low brow and that little smirk. You might tell me no, but you never tell me no, bitch. I've made you do a lot, and you're gonna tell me yes. Watch, just watch. She is going to quit Ted and go right to her mammy. So Leslie was like, what do we have to do, girl? Like, I mean, getting the right amount of capital that you put aside, getting up your license up to date. See, she don't know about all that. She just thought that she could just open up a fucking building, hire people, and then that's it. No, girl. If somebody die in your premises, it's going to be changed from the Doug McBride Clinic to Shar to recap Auntie Clinic. If it was me in there being stuck, that means the name is going to change to whoever's going to sue the fuck out of you. So Eva continues to ask her ass, "Have you filled out all of your permit applications?" There's just like, let me see that. See, she don't pay no attention. I'm telling you, she is spending that money like it's water, and she does not have an accountant. I promise you, she doesn't. She only want the accountant just deliver her the money. She's not holding accountability to the money that's going out. She's just not. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. I've seen that before. Oh yeah. I read that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Stupid ass. She's stupid. This is what I don't like about her. She's not showing power. She likes to intimidate. What do they call it? Like what Jasmine called the damn Dupree's toothless lions or toothless tigers. That's exactly what damn Leslie is. She's a bear with no claws. She'll lay you down and smother you, but she can't scratch and no teeth either. She's just all bark and no fucking bite. She has no clue. She don't want to do no fucking paperwork. So she picks up her phone, talking about, watch and learn. Yeah, I'm gonna show you how real business is done. Eva's like, yeah, right, bitch. Yeah, right. Yeah. So whoever she calls, hello, this is the Leslie Thomas. To whom am I speaking? I didn't ask because you were my only option. As you stated, I am a Dupree. I have nothing but options. We're back at Uptown with Tomas telling Kat that you don't want to stay with me because you want to stay with me. I asked you this like back around Christmas time. Oh, now since Chelsea finna go get married and everything, now you feel like you ain't got no place to go. Now I'm like, let me see if I could do it. No, she's still Kat always lies to Tomas. She's never honest with him in the beginning. You have to pull it out of her. She's never initially honest with him. Tell him that you only want to live with him, girl, because you bored with your life and you want something exciting. But you're gonna be mad because he ain't gonna be home like that. He gonna be at work trying to do them cases. He was like, "Well, okay, since you got all of these options, why don't you go and exercise one of those?" Right, Tomas? She's like, "I maybe I will, since you're being such a jerk about it." No, he's not. It's like, I'm your last option. He was right about that. He says, "Look, I'm just stating the obvious, okay? You were adamant not that long ago that you didn't want us to be shacking up." He says, "What am I supposed to do? Believe that you had a really quick, convenient change of heart?" She says, "You are the man I love." She still don't know how to relate in her relationship. I could have gotten an apartment out in Georgetown or a nice high rise near the wharf, which is beautiful. Definitely near the wharf. Really beautiful. She says, "But you are the man that I love. And I want to wake up to you every morning, and I thought you did too." Now, just said what I said about her. She told him that he might have been lying the whole time. I just said that about her, didn't I? Yeah, no, you're the one who be lying. You're never honest with Tomas in the beginning. Never. All right, this is not a good episode. I mean, I always say they're gonna be short, honey. Don't it be like over an hour long? But I'm just gonna stick to the scripts and just condense it down because it's all right. I mean, so we're back at the hospital. So Leah gave, I guess it was Leah who gave Ashley the number one charm. So Shanice was dragging Leah, telling me she needed to be ashamed of herself, that she should have put a little bit more effort in celebrating this girl's first year of, the girl accomplished so much. Girl, she should have put a little bit more effort just giving you a number one damn charm. So she says, well, Leah doesn't really know me like that, like that. This is what Ashley says. And so Shanice was like, good thing I did, boo. So she pulls out this bag. It looks like a little cute little blue Tiffany bag, and it's a necklace. She takes it out, and it's cute. It's like a silver rope chain with the nurse emblem. You know, the nurse with the angel wings. I think that's what the nurse's emblem is. And the snake. That, yeah, that's her gift to her girlfriend. So she thanks her, and so she said, and that's just another way for her to keep grounded, because sometimes being a nurse can be difficult to remember that with difficult patients and even asshole doctors like Carlton. And she just wanted her to keep that as an emblem around her neck to remember why she is doing what she's doing. So we're back at Orphe Jean. So we see Leslie on the phone. Eva is sitting across from her. She listened to her mammy talk. And we see Derek, who just happens to be coming in at the damn table near them. I am just calling. I am about to open up a free clinic, and apparently I'm going to need a fire permit. Now, who should she tap on the shoulder to help her get the fire permit? Who? I can't imagine who, y'all. Y'all tell me in the comments. Who is she going to tap on the shoulder to help her? The one she was just mean to about a week ago. The one that she called Thor. Who is she going to actually go to him for help when you just dragged him by his 5 o'clock shadow 2 weeks ago? All right, let's see. So she's still talking. Okay, just put me on the schedule to get the inspection. End of April, bitch. Oh no. Oh, Eva looking like shocked, like what? Girl, end of April is just around the corner, honey. And you can see Derek. He's at the table listening. He's just smiling and shaking his head. Oh no, no, honey, that's not gonna work. He's just smiling. No, 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 honey, no, no. What you're going to do is take your little fingers and you're gonna go clickety clack on that tiny little computer of yours, and then your ass is gonna find. Hello, hello. They hung up on her old crazy ass. I mean, all this hassle over a little piece of paper just to tell me that the smoke detector is working. This is what she tells Eva. Eva just sitting there like, bitch, I told your ass. This is a regulated industry. You just can't be. When it comes to restaurants and food, the food industry and the healthcare industry, bitch, you got to have all your T's crossed and your I's dotted. Newsflash, if it's not beeping, it's a working. She tells us to. She's loud. She's louder than the damn music on the damn jukebox. And Derek is over there at the table. He says, fucking clueless. Clueless, bitch. She said, excuse me. Excuse me. Do you want to say something in a decibel that I can actually decipher? She's looking over to him. I guess he's finna get up and tell her what she need to do. Don't tell her, Derek. Let the shit burn down. He breaks it down, tells her, unfortunately, that it's more than just having working smoke detectors. You got to make sure that your damn sprinkler system is cold. Proper storage of all of your flammable bullshit and clear access to all emergency exits. Wow. Oh, you really know your stuff. Mama, maybe he's the one who should help you with your clinic. Why are you whispering? He's standing right there, girl. Mama, maybe he's who you should hire to help out with the clinic. Ha! Been down that road and caught a flat. Mr. Stop, Drop, and Roll here turned me down, didn't you? Oh, we're back at Uptown with Tomas and Kat. I'm not going through all this. He tells her I ain't lying. It shows it fucking sound like it. I mean, now that you're a junior partner, honey, you ain't got to work hard anymore. He don't want to be no junior, baby. He want to be partner. Shit. I mean, you don't have to impress him anymore, like you did before to get your position. right? He always tells her the way he feels about her ain't got nothing to do with his career. Mm. He says he thinks that she's reaching to instead of and avoiding the truth. Well, tell me what the truth is. Told to me by Tomas that you're doing this for the wrong reasons. Well, does my decision is it involved because of my cousin's engagement? Sure, but that doesn't mean or make my feelings for you any less genuine. She said, "You looked me straight in my eyes and told me that I was your future." She grabbed his hand. I didn't even know that was an RB hat. It looked like it was until they got close and you could see the stitching. That damn Jasmine. I love you, Jasmine Williams. She said on Sunday at the live, she said somebody need to take that damn R&B and knock her out, knock that R&B off her hat. Them damn hats cost about $800, don't they? $900. Shit, you can get you a fake one. Go to eBay. I'm sure they got plenty of them out there. But it looks always looks cute on her. I love this red on her. It looks really cute. So he was like, "You are my future." He says, "I want to take us to places that we've never imagined before." And he said, "This is why I cannot allow us to take a step that we're both not ready for," which is very mature. So we're back at the precinct, and so Naomi was like, "Look, honey, I have a problem in understanding what the fuck you're asking. I'm asking you," Elon says, "that you just need to talk to Jacob and remind him of his priority." She was like, "Really? Because it sounds like to me, honey, that you're sabotaging your son and asking me to betray my husband." He says, "Look, now I'm trying to save my son." I'm like, I'll be like, "Well, tell me what the fuck is going on. You're talking about save him." I'll be like, "You need to tell me. I'll do for you if you tell me." Shit. Right. She said, "Well, Elon, if you didn't think his ass was ready for it, why the fuck did you assign him this case?" He said, "Because Jacob made a point, because he has been busting his ass since he was put back on that desk." Remember Elon laid it to him, put his ass on that desk, and that intel that he brought us, it was a solid lead. So he was like, he deserved a chance. But Naomi was like, "Bud, your ass don't still think he's ready." She said, "Oh, why would you put him in harm's way if your ass was not confident in his abilities, honey?" He's like, "Well, sometimes this job comes with difficult choices." He said, "Naomi, I ain't lying. I'm worried about that boy." She's like, "Wow, that they're going to find out for what the fuck he is. That's what you worried about, that he's a cop?" Yeah, they're going to find out. That's why I'm like, why he's not wearing a wire? I just don't get it. So he showed his phone. He's like, "Look, one of my guys is laying up in the ICU right now because he made a bad call out there in the damn field, and his damn partner wasn't so damn lucky." Naomi was like, "What? I mean, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do with this information?" She said, "I mean, you know that Jacob's ass moved out, right?" He says, "I do." "With all due respect, sir, I'm sorry to hear about your officers, but your fucking job is to prepare and protect their asses before they step their foot outside this precinct, not after, motherfucker. Look, there ain't no easy way around this. Yes, I have my concerns, but I trust my husband and his ability to think on his fucking feet. And if his abilities are strained, I like to think that I can trust yours. And I know that you're going to do everything in your power to keep him safe without humiliating him by pulling him from this case, right?" "I ain't finna tell your ass again to keep it fucking moving." We back in the alleyway. Jacob got his little pow ready to pull it out on homeboy. Homeboy biting his lip, moving closer to Jacob. I'm sure this is a test. Bruh was like, "Ain't no need for that arm, eh? I was just trying to get a burr." The fuck? I'm sorry. So Jacob sent Ren a text, told him that he's late. And so Ren just sent him a text and just said, "Handle that shit." So Jacob had his back turned. He felt this big old hand on his shoulder. So he thought it was homeboy. So didn't I tell you, Jacob, Isaiah? What the fuck is Isaiah doing there? Jacob was like, "What the fuck you doing out here?" "I can ask you the same thing." Come on now, don't do that. Don't do that, bro. Y'all need to. We better come back from this midway commercial break. Y'all need to tell us what the fuck going on. So Jacob looked scared as fuck because Isaiah was like, "Bro, what you doing out here, bro? Damn, you tense. What's this about?" I mean, it's about that mysterious case that you on. I can't get into that shit, boy. I mean, but you still ain't answer my question, motherfucker. What the fuck you doing out here in Capitol Grove, nigga? Huh? You ain't been out here since Pops had to bail your ass out for that damn B&E. What the fuck you doing out here? Oh man, you still out on that shit, huh? Yeah, hell yeah. All that talk about you turning a fucking new leaf and shit. Helping students find that damn path. What the fuck is that shit now, huh? Back at the precinct, Elon tells Naomi, bitch, you sure stand up for what the fuck you believe in, baby. You and Jacob are definitely alike in that way. She says, I am my mother's daughter. And I am exactly who she raised me to be. And you've got to trust him to see this one through. She said, well, when the last time you talked to his ass? He said, today. How he sound? He said, tired as hell, exhausted. Damn, he said, damn, Jacob's been working this case 24/7. You know what I'm saying? He said, I don't even know if that baby's eating. She says, well, I did get a chance to see his sexy ass the other night. He was like, how? He said, when I came home, he was there waiting for me. He was like, wait a minute. Jacob came to your house even though he's renting a spot off site. She's like, yeah, and thank God he did because I needed to see his ass. He says, this is what the bullshit I'm talking about. This is what I mean. A seasoned detective wouldn't have never done that shit. He could have led somebody straight to your fucking door, Naomi, but he didn't. And he's fine, okay? He's been staying away, and we've only been talking through his burner. Wait a minute, Jacob is giving your ass a burner so he got direct contact with you so that anybody can access if something happens, bitch. She says, I'm sure that he deletes the messages. And how different is that from him calling your ass? I was thinking that. I was like, well, why you fussing at her? He just hung up with you, the chief of the fucking police. Ooh, he said this is a protective fucking phone. That's, state level encryption shit. Not some cheap phone that you buy from the corner store. Now you see I'm laughing. It's gotten a little good. Only the parts with Elon. It's had a lot of valleys, but it's all right. I mean, he's like, see, he's been stupid and naive, Naomi. You know what? He says, you're right. It's not on him to quit or you to convince him. He probably like, I'm doing that shit. He says, yep, this is on me. So we back at Uptown, honey, with this manipulative cat. Now, y'all know I'm Team Cat, but she is never been honest. Never been honest with him. She told me, I can't believe I became one of them girls that Chelsea and I used to talk about, giving their all to a man who only found out it's one sided. Because you want to live with him? Okay. So she gets up to go to the bar to take her glass. It was a very bad edit. I mean, as far as their blocking. Um, he says, I'm trying to hear you out. I'm just what you understand. I'm trying, she says, but it feels like to me that you're the fucking one that's done a 180 now, not me. He says, I did not lie to you. I do want you to be my future. He said, but I don't want us to take the wrong steps. I need for us to make the decisions for all the right reasons. And I don't want it to be because your cousins are getting married or you're looking for easy to escape. Yeah, that's what she's looking for. And he can read through her. He can read all through her. He was like, there's a lot that's gonna happen when we move in together. What if you've moved in too soon, and not really cultivating all of your individual interests by living on your own, you know? He's like, well, what happens if your ass get pregnant? Moving it would be, that's something altogether different. You know what I'm saying? She's like, well, you're right. Moving in together could be a domino effect. Duh. He says, and I'm quoting a wise woman here. We need, before we make that step, we both have to be sure that we're both ready to take on anything that could happen because of it. He says, you are right. And I hate to be the one, to keep you back and be the reason why you didn't explore what's out there for you. Yeah. Yeah. That's so funny. So she says, well, so this is your way of just protecting us and not breaking up. He says, I would be a fool to toss aside a diamond. And I refused to let an argument over some dirty dishes in the sink be the end of us because we took this step prematurely. That's how me and Sir are. Mm-mm. I don't care how long it is for everybody else. If we ain't ready, we ain't moving. We already made our decisions on some stuff. We cool. I just need for you to understand. Tell me more about me being a diamond. So she gave him a kiss. So when he, showers her with compliments, she's cool. So we're back at the hospital. Shanice was like, "Girl, don't tell me I have to start training another nurse, honey." And so, almost said it. Ashley says that she's not jaded. She's just thinking and about what this first year has been. It's been exhausting and all consuming and more emotional than I ever had prepared for. Shanice was like, "Honey, girl, that is the nature of the beast." But you know what else has been, Ashley says? The honor of my life. The woman that I've become, her first year has been a tumultuous one. But you know what, girl? I wouldn't trade that bitch for anything in the world. Shanice was like, "Girl, if you would have told me a year ago that we would be here, girl, I wouldn't have believed you." So, Ashley tells her how much of an amazing mentor Shanice was, and she says, "I just never tell you enough." She's like, "That's right, girl. I'm dating a doctor, the sexiest, kindest man I ever met, and just letting the chips fall where they may." Yep. She says, and so Ashley says she lost somebody along the way, but at the same time, I found myself. She says she's working there. She found out that life is way too damn short to not do exactly what the fuck you want to do. And that's the truth. That bitch ain't lying. She said she used to just stress the fuck out over just making sure that things were handled perfectly, making the perfect decision. So her future self wouldn't get stressed the fuck out because they'll be proud of how she handled all of the prerequisites. Whatever that means. She just said, she wanted to get ahead of stuff so she won't be stressed out about the decisions that she made. But some decisions you can't plan for, honey. They just happen just to be happening. She said, and then don't get me wrong, I've learned a lot. I've also learned that true freedom is just trusting the process and trusting yourself. Facts. And that every decision that you make for yourself is a right decision, Shani says. And that every lesson is a blessing and there's something to be gleaned. That was what Ashley says. I'm like, y'all better write. Okay, I'm liking this writing. Y'all drop little gems every now and then, BTG. So Shanice was like, "Preach, girl." She said, "But I'm so proud of you, just watching your evolution over this past year. You're blossoming into this woman that you were meant to be instead of letting some man cloud your vision, girl. You fucking can't blame me for not wanting to work with somebody like you, bitch." That's what Derek tells Leslie. We're back at Orphe Jeans, honey. And that's one thing about Derek. He is not afraid of that bitch at all. "Someone like me? Did you hear that, Eva? And you actually think that he's fit to carry out the noble work of my clinic?" He didn't mean your color, honey. He meant your character. He said, "Don't even go there, bitch. This time last year, you were mowing down innocent women like straight fucking blades of grass." He said, "Don't even go there, bitch." Like a year ago, everybody's talking about a year ago. I like this because their year anniversary was on the 24th. I forgot to mention that. I forgot to mention it. Happy anniversary, BTG. He was like, "A year ago, your ass was mowing down women like it was a stray blade of grass." She's like, "Allegedly." And that was mowing down one woman. She just talking and even scratching that neck like, "Shit, I know the truth, bitch." How can you? And see, that whole move right there makes me so fucking mad at Eva. You see your mother sitting there pretty much confessing a fucking crime, and you know she did it, and you won't say shit. Excuse me for screaming, y'all. That's the shit that I don't like about Eva. That's the shit that you hear what she's saying. You see that, and you scratched your head and look down like, well, you know what she did. That's the shit that I don't like about her. I really don't. And you got her walking around here, opening up a new clinic, threatening people, all this shit. Anyway, Leslie goes on with Derek talking about she was never charged for the crime Smokey Bear. Now, if you are clear sitting here insulting me when my daughter has clearly given you a leg up, because she's talking about the leg, it's healing, all of that. I will go. Go, bitch. Bye. Baby, I will see you later because I'm ready to go on a date to find a very nice permit officer who wants to give me what I want. She grabbing all these damn bags and coats and shades and shit. So she leaves. Derek asks Eva, is that bitch like this all the time? Eva rolling them eyes again, honey. Even in her sleep. Okay, we're back with Kat and Tomas. She says she feels better about them, but she still ain't got no place to live. He was like, don't worry about that, baby. House hunting can be fun. Yeah. Do you know what type of place you'd want? Because she knows damn Vanessa. Vanessa will find her the perfect spot. So he asked her, did she want to rent first, try it out? So she said she want a big space with a big closet and an area where she can plaster her crime podcast so that nobody won't get no, you know, weird ideas. I don't want her to help Jacob out in this whole thing, but mm-mm. So he says, "See, true crime is your entertainment. For me, I get enough of that at work. My idea of that is a good book and a strong rum." She says, "Ugh, rosé, me please." Oh, he was like, "But serious." She was like, "Well, whatever." So they laughed. He said, "But seriously, you can come to my place anytime you want. Okay, we can get a key made, clear out some drawer space for your panties. Well, it's so nice to know that you are still my soft place to land. Well, I would not have it any other way." Back at Orphy Jean's, Derek gives Eva a muffin apology offering. He says, "I hope I wasn't too harsh on your mom." Eva was like, "Honey, I'm used to it. Leslie Thomas isn't everyone's cup of tea, but she's still my mama." We're going to find out that that lady ain't her mama. He said, "Trust me, I get it. Families don't always come in neat little lines. They always come with a touch of gray. Is his pappy coming, or does he have a family member that's coming? We'll have to keep watching." So, damn. Sometimes the sentences come. Anyway, Evo says, "Sit. Sounds like you got something on your mind. Looks like you do." He was like, "Okay, well." He sits down. He says, "Here it goes. I don't like your mom." I don't like her. But he needs that job. So he says, and he don't trust her ass, but he's medically retired from fighting fires, and even with his revamping his resume, he's been applying nonstop. He hasn't gotten any returns. So you're thinking, helping Leslie understand, he says, why like fire permits are so important. That actually felt good, he says, and I really, really need the work. So I'm hearing a yes. I'll do it. Yes, Simon having someone with your experience. It's gonna be so good for the clinic. He said, but one fucking condition. In order for me to do good work, I'm gonna need limited interactions with your mean ass mammy. All right. He says, I report to you only. She's like, you're hired. Look, Elon, I'm not naive. I know that every time Jacob steps in that damn squad car, his life is at risk. And I'm and making you question how he handles things has me worried. We're back at the precinct, and this is Naomi talking to her father in law. But I need to believe that he's in good hands, okay? And I need to also remind myself that with his extensive training to rely on the support of his department and something bigger than all of us is protecting him. She says, and I need to know that your ass believe that too, because if that motherfucker calls you and he can hear the fear, your fear through that damn phone, if Jacob even senses that his own pappy doesn't believe him, that's when you put his ass in real danger. She says, please, Elon, be the leader that he needs. And so he said, you have my word. So guess who comes in? Leslie shows up at the police precinct. So Elon tells Naomi to come by his house next week for dinner. She says she'll be by there. Chief Hawthorne, beautiful day, isn't it? Doesn't say excuse me or anything. Can we talk? I'm sorry. Hi, Naomi. None of that. None of that. She just comes right in. So Naomi was like, I'll see you later. It's like, all right. So she leaves. Naomi leaves. Elon tells Leslie, if your ass is looking for Marcel, he ain't here. Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping that my detective boo would help me out with something. But I guess you'll do. I need a permit expedited. He was like, bitch, you do realize that your ass came to the police station, not the permit center. Mm. Yes, then I remember that we're practically family. And you do have all sorts of special contacts. He says, you think that sharing a child with Naomi's former uncle makes us blood. No, no, no. Before I push play, it ain't got nothing to do with sharing a child. Ted. No, it ain't got nothing to do with Ted. No. It's Eva and Isaiah. That's why. No. I think that my Eva climbing that tall drink of water that you call baby boy makes it so. Why are you talking so inappropriate? First he's the chief of police, and now you're talking about your daughter climbing. They'll be engaged before you know it. Oh, Isaiah ain't the type of boy that to do what you'd expect. He says, if I were your ass, I would let Eva know. I would warn her that commitment ain't Isaiah's strong suit. Wait a minute, you talking to me about being up to no good after everything you've seen since I've been back? Back in the alleyway, this is Isaiah talking to his bro. You still ain't give me an answer. All right, well, oh, hey, okay. You caught me, Isaiah says. I'm here to make a score. Food. Now, you might be too good for these parts, but Jade Noodle over there is about a block away, and that's what I'm here to give me some noodles. You know what I'm saying? He says, there's a little hole in the wall, you know what I'm saying? But they got the best sweet and sour pork in all DC. Yeah, I think I heard of it, he says. You should run on skedaddle, nigga. Bye. One thing about DC, for years, they've always had great Chinese food. Great Chinese food. I've had Chinese food here in my city, Charlotte. It does not compare. It just does not compare when it comes to Chinese food. And DC is like no matter what, it's just great Chinese food. The egg foo young. Oh my god, it's just so good. And of course, we made mumbo sauce popular. Up there, you put that on your chicken wings. They be having the best chicken wings fried hard. I like my wings fried hard, and just a little bit mambo sauce. I don't need it to be slathered because I don't like wet chicken. I don't. If I have it hard, I want I want to bite. I want to hear me chewing. So yeah, but yeah, give me a little mambo sauce on the side. I'll be alright. So Isaiah keep asking me all these questions. You good? You mean you worry about Naomi? No, I mean I gave her a fucking burner phone. If she needs me, she know how to get me. She'll hit me up. She good. Cause if your ass is out here all tense, Isaiah says, maybe Pops is right. I mean, isn't this the first rule of undercover work? Keep it cool at all times. Hey man, all right, little bro, don't be worried about me. Hey man, all right, shit. Go get your fucking egg rolls or whatever and pretend you ain't see my ass. All right. Isaiah says, I got you. I'm not gonna blow up your spot. Hey, seriously, bro, keep your head up a swivel. That's who he need to have, Isaiah, because Isaiah know them streets way better than Jacob do. He said, act like you belong out here or something, bro. You must not. You must have forgotten who the fuck you talking to. He's like, and don't tell Naomi you saw me for real. Isaiah was like, yeah, okay, I got you. So he put his hand out to shake Jacob's hand. No, man, go. Damn, go. Isaiah's getting on my nerves. Back at uptown, and we have Kat and Tomas doing apartment looking. Whatever, girl. So Kat talking about, oh, ain't no pets allowed. He's like, wait a minute. Do you have a little furry friend? I'm sorry. Do you have a little furry friend I don't know about? You're right, because we could see her with a dog. I don't know why they never had a dog. Has anybody okay, y'all tell me in the comments below. Are there any soap operas where there was somebody who had a pet? Did Miss Chancellor have a dog? I can't because I've never was like I didn't really watch Young and the Restless, so but y'all let me know. Was there anybody on the stories at all? I think Tina did. Didn't Tina have like a little Shih Tzu for a little bit? I think that's when I started falling up. Tina from One Life to Live, Vicky Lord's sister with the red hair and the beautiful blue eyes that was married to Cord. Did she have a dog? I feel like she did. Was there anybody else that y'all can tell me who had dogs? If I don't care if it's from NBC, CBS, ABC, let me know. That'll be cute if they brought a dog on here for her. I think it'd be cute. She's like, no, but I may. Independent cat might be into mini poodles with a chocolate brown coat. Oh, I bet you that's so cute. I want me a little one, but I gotta make sure my house is safe. I got so much I'm working on. I'm in the midst of, you know, kind of doing small renovations, while I'm renovating my home. Oh my God, it just hit me. Yeah, with the roof and I had some ceiling work done. I'm gonna have some more things done throughout the year, so I'm renovating so I can take over the whole house. But I do want me a dog. I need one that I don't have to walk outside. Like, or I want a house pet that I can have. So whenever I'm gonna get a male. I don't want no female because I heard like female dogs have their cycles, right? They have their menstrual cycles. Y'all let me know in the comments below. But I want a male because I feel like he'll protect me and stuff. And when he's ready to go, he'll go to the door and shake a bell or something and let me know that he has to go. I don't want to have to do a lot at all. I want comfort. If I want something to rub, he's here, and just have somebody here. It's just me. So I'm thinking about getting one. But I want to get something for my daughter first, and then get something for me. So, no. Yeah, let me know. Answer those questions for me, y'all. Oh. He says, "You already thought of a name, didn't you?" She says she gonna call her dog Rihanna. He said, "Wow, sounds like somebody put a lot of thought into that, huh?" He says, "Well, you and your Rihanna can come over anytime." She's like, "Oh, so a pretend poodle will be okay, but having a real life girlfriend move in with you, that's like draw the line, right?" He says, "For now, so that that real girlfriend and I can go the distance." She says, "How sweet." So she got excited. She's, "Oh my God, am I really doing this? This is exhilarating." So I guess she saw something. So she picked up the phone and she says, "Hey, Vanessa, it's Kat. I love to see one of the listings from your site. I told you." All she had to do was call Vanessa. Vanessa will hook her up. That damn Derek. um, he comes there to the hospital and he sees Shanice and Ash. "Hey, Derek, are you all right?" "Yeah, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I figured that I could have texted, but I figured that I better tell you both in person." Shanice and Ash look at each other like, "Oh shit, I found a job." And so Shanice runs to him and gives him a hug, and Ashley ain't gonna do that because she don't want to have him give him no confused feeling. So Shanice was like, I only guide winners. "Oh, congratulations," Ashley says. "I'm so happy for you. So, what is it?" Shanice says, "Finally putting that CDL to use. What you doing?" So he says, "Nope, I'm not even going to leave the area. I'm going to work at the Phoenix Street Free Clinic." Oh shit, here she go, Ashley. "Well, how did that happen? I thought that you would never work for Leslie." "Girl, he's been sending out resumes. Ain't nobody been biting, and the man needs a job." Shit. He says, I'm coming in on my terms. I'm coming on as general manager, and I only report to Eva, her daughter." "Oh, the student gains his wings," Shanice says. He says, "Thank you, Shanice. I'm just excited just to get back to work." And Ashley still looks concerned. She's not happy. Didn't you just say that you can control yourself? Just long as you happy, right? Let that man be happy, man. So he said he's happy to doing what he was made to do and, born for, helping people and saving lives. And that's what I'm born to do. I love to make people laugh and entertain. That's why I'm behind this microphone. So we're back at the precinct, and we have Leslie still talking to Elon. "I hate to break it to you. Being a bad boy isn't a deterrent for us Thomas women." I said, "Well, bitch, this ain't the place where you get a permit, all right? So you have to go through the proper channels." "Fine. Thanks for nothing." So she's trying to leave. And then, of course, she always has something to say when she leaves. She doesn't just make a fucking exit. It has to be grand. Here she go with this bullshit. "Oh, Chief, I see where baby boy gets his good looks from. Darlene ain't gonna play that shit. That wife of yours is a lucky woman." He looked like this bitch. Yeah, this bitch. Darlene, if my friend got cast for that role, I'm gonna be so happy because I could see her in that role. Oh, I can see her in that role. Darlene is coming. I have to see when, but oh, I hope my friend got cast for that role. Oh, I hope she did because she's right down there, and I haven't seen her do anything online in a while. So it'll be great to see if she got that role. But anyway, we're back at uh we're at the Bird Cafe with what's her name? Naomi. So she's texting Jacob like on the burner phone. Come on, Jacob, talking on to the phone. Come on, come on. Just let me know that you're okay. So here come Isaiah, of course. Well, if it isn't my favorite sister-in-law, Isaiah, just tell her that she good. That you just ran into him and he doing all right. Hi, Isaiah. She says, "What are you doing here?" Yeah, Eva's meeting me for a quick lunch. How's your day going? He said. She said, "I just saw your dad at the station." He was like, "Oh yeah. So how's Captain Killjoy doing today?" So she tells him that he is more concerned about Jacob than what Jacob has been leading on. He could be in serious danger with this undercover assignment, and I just wish he would just send me a text, an emoji, something, a thumbs up, letting me know that he's safe. Come on, Isaiah, tell her, please. You haven't heard from him, talked to him, have you? This motherfucker said, nah, I haven't. But you know how us Hawthorns are used to this. Damn, Jacob. I mean, damn, what's his name? Isaiah? Man. Maybe he'll tell her in a roundabout way, but look, sister-in-law, I'm sure you ain't got nothing to worry about. Please, let me push play, and he says that. He said that we start talking about Darlene again. He said his mother used to worry about Elon a lot every time he would walk out that door. Try to hide it from the kids a lot, but they saw it. He said, but what that did, it didn't do diddly squat. That had to be somebody with black. Anyway, dilly squat, you worried about it. He was like, and worried about it only just muddies up the reality. He says, which also means that Jacob will be fine. Hey, Naomi. Loudmouth shows up with that same old green coat. She gonna wear the fuck out of that coat. At least they do repeat a lot now. They do a lot of them like they repeat their coats a lot on here, but they switch. So like Danny's, wears her black leopard, the coat. Of course, that damn Haley wears her coat. So they switch, but this green coat that damn Eva wears, she wears this shit way too much. So Naomi gave Eva her seat. She said, "Girl, you can sit here. I'm on my way out." He said, "Naomi, if you don't know anything else, remember this. My big bro loves you with his entire heart. He will move heaven and earth to get home to you every night, okay?" I am so glad you're in education. I can imagine the stress of a partner being a cop. Eva, please, girl. So he was like, yeah, he kind of looked guilty because he really wanted to tell her more that he saw him. So it's getting dark in the alley. So we see Jacob meeting up with Smoke. Hey, Smoke. That's a go-go guy. He plays a bongos. Look him up on YouTube. If you like go-go music, yeah, Smoke be fucking it up. Anyway, Jacob said, "About time, Smoke. Damn. Got me freezing my ass off out here." I'm liking these new characters. Thank y'all for adding a lot of these extras and stuff. Thank y'all. He said he had a crazy run today. His whole line was knocked off schedule. I guess everybody itching to get that quick plasma cash, Jacob said. Trucks around the corner. Drop off messages will be by the time you hit the unlock. Whatever he said, he tossed Jacob some keys. I was like, damn, that's cool how he tossed him the keys. He threw them to him. So, yeah. He said, all right, for sure. He said, take your ass on now, Smoke says. And Paler, uh, he's getting damn antsy. He don't play about his product. He tell you that himself? Smoke was like, motherfucker, you wasted time. You don't even have. Get the stepping now. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I wouldn't want to get on the Impaler's bad side, nothing like that, like that. I think the Impaler is Doug. It's either Doug or Randy. One of them. It's somebody cold hearted because Randy, although he missed whatever that dude's name is, he was supposed to kill him, but he missed him. But so Randy is used to doing like shit, and Randy's been dressing. Randy has been dressing up a storm. Um, and how does he get the damn medicine? Because remember, Randy's been playing in our face the whole year. He was Haley's cousin. We never knew it. Randy is the fucking impaler. You saw how he was looking at Lynette like, bitch, if I go down, both of y'all go. How he was looking at Lynette. It's Randy and Doug. I don't think it's Grayson. I mean, but everybody got a quick fuse, man. We think it's Grayson, though. I mean, it could be the obvious. It could be the obvious. But whoever it is, they related, or they at least act like they're related. So it's either that Dr. Rodriguez and Grayson, or is Doug and damn Randy. Because remember, one of y'all said that, remember Doug and Randy was working on a plan. They was sitting at the booth because they wanted to do something to get rid of Joey. But I guess they figured they can't kill him because he's a whole empire. The only way you could beat him is that you have to outdo him. And if that motherfucking Doug is the impaler, man, he did all of that so he could get his because he had to get a new career, you know what I'm saying? And he's a gambler. He was vicious, you know. And most of the guys who worked for him, like the only person who we saw that was, of a different hue was the scaredy cat guy. But everybody else is black. That's what I'm saying. It's somebody black. That's just me talking, y'all. That's just me talking. But some of y'all think that we haven't even seen him yet. Yeah, we haven't seen the new Doug. That's we ain't seen the new Doug yet. But that's how I feel. It's either Doug or Randy. Randy, like I said, Randy got a hold to some blood, and he got a hold to all this poison all of a sudden. And I think that Doug is the one that he's been talking to about that medicine because he want to kill Bill. He wants Bill dead for not helping him when he needed that help. Beyond case, if y'all don't do nothing else, if y'all don't do a fucking thing else, y'all need to bring Doug back. He has to be the impaler. He has to be. He has to be. That's gonna take y'all ratings through the fucking roof. Because I think next to the wedding, I think that him dying was like part of the top at least 5 episodes. The wedding, Bill and damn Haley's wedding, and Doug dying. All right, that's the end of episode number 38. Let me go and get this match together, and I will see y'all in the next video while I go and enjoy my group tonight. Bye.